Cheide.
Hello gamers, Matthew here from Grey Army Gaming in lovely Lund, Sweden. Well, we are rapidly approaching the end of January, so it is time for us to do our 2017 year in review. Well, 2017 has been a really busy year for us, so let's go through a few of the things that have happened, some of the good things, some of the bad things, and we'll talk a little bit about what we have in mind for 2018. A good place to start is with the GreyArmyGaming.com website. Now, we have been continuously updating that over the last year, adding new photos, new downloads, new documents, new videos. As soon as we do something at Grey Army Gaming, we throw some media up on that website. It's a great place to check in. And we've got some ideas for where we want to take that website, maybe a few different directions and some interesting ideas that we might develop there. Hopefully, we'll have more information about that here coming up in the next few months in 2018. Second of all, our YouTube channel. This has been a really huge part of what we do here at Grey Army Gaming. In the last year, since the last year in review that we did for 2016, we have produced and uploaded 124 videos on YouTube. Some of them are longer than others, but a lot of them have required quite a bit of editing, and they've been really fun to produce. And I think that's a pretty decent number, 124. We've produced 9 new series in the last year in 2017, including Musings of a Philoghomer, The Armory, Scattered, Soundtrack for the Gaming Life, Magical Feedback, Renovations, Box to Battle, Explorations, and Battle for the Borderlands. So there's been a lot of new and diverse content out of those 124 videos that we have been able to add to our YouTube channel. If we keep on with the same theme here, we have over 120 fantastic subscribers. Some of you just keep coming back and making great comments, and we are really appreciative of that. We've had over 20,000 views in the last year from 79 different countries. So we're super excited for the different viewers we have and the viewer base and the sort of obviously the geographical spread that we've been able to draw on. That's what the internet is great for, and we're very thankful for that here at Grey Army Gaming. All right, well, let's do a little bit of the good and some of the less good that happened in 2017. Let's start out with the good. I think one of the best things that happened in 2017 was our series, The Battle for the Borderlands. We did 33 videos as a part of this series, and 25 of them were skirmish battles that we filmed on different unique terrain setups. And basically, we did this massive tournament. Now, what was great about this is we produced this whole series in November, and then we had all of these videos trickle out in December. We had one each day as part of this tournament, and it was really fun to have this tournament set up, to see how these warbands developed as they played each other, how they got better in skills, to see which warbands were strongest in certain terrain contexts and against certain armies. And just a lot of fun to have this kind of Final Four elimination tournament that brought us down that final match. If you haven't seen it, no spoilers here. That final match, and it was just an exciting journey for me to take the whole way. I really had fun with it, and that was definitely a highlight. It's given me a lot of great ideas for different skirmish and battle ideas to do in 2018. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second, but I've got a lot of brand new ideas that this Battle for the Borderlands helped trigger. And that was really, I think, one of the highlights for 2017, right there at the end in December. And a couple of the maybe not so good things from 2017. I don't have much. It was a really good year. I don't have much to say that wasn't good. One thing though, there was one annoying thing, and that was during the Battle for the Borderlands series. There was a couple videos, a couple of the days where we had technical failures. One, we lost all of the sound pretty much after the first 10 minutes or 5 minutes of the battle report. So there was no sound going on in the battle report, and that was super annoying. And a second day, we lost all of the video from the very beginning up to, I think, 5 or 6 or 7 minutes in. It just sort of disappeared into the ether. And that was really annoying because we had to go back and kind of, do some refilming and some dubbing in. So that was, I guess, one less good thing that happened in 2017. Maybe second of all, and this is maybe something that I think will always be an issue at Grey Army Gaming, is that we just haven't had enough time to do everything that we want to do. We've got so many ideas and so many big plans and just a limited amount of time. Of course, Grey Army Gaming is a side passion for me, for us here, and that means that unfortunately we still have to balance it with all of our work life, our family life, research time, traveling time, lecturing time. So it doesn't have all of the time that I would love to give to it. Hopefully in 2018 we can dedicate a little more time to developing some of the Grey Army Gaming, but as I said, it's going to be difficult to do that when it is not a full-time job and a side passion. But I think that is a problem that we will have in 2018, 2019, 2020, and so on. There's just not enough time in the day, in the year, but hopefully we can use the time that we have in a good way. A good place to end this 2017 year in review is by giving you just a preview of where we are headed in 2018. First of all, believe it or not, Grey Army Gaming is going to be getting a little bit of color. Yes, we are going to start some painting. Now, I'm not a good painter. I stink at painting. I'm a newbie. But there's no other way, I think, to get into this than to just throw yourselves in and get your hands dirty. So hopefully what we're going to be doing is filming some of this process and bringing you along. And I really look forward to getting your feedback, to helping me become a better painter. And hopefully it'll be funny and entertaining and it'll be interesting. And that it's a new direction I want to take Grey Army Gaming. And I'm really excited about that, even though I am quite nervous about jumping into the painting. Second, we have some ideas for some new skirmish series with some experimental elements. Now, I've mentioned this a little bit before from our video in the mountains, but we've got some experimental ideas, and I'll fill you in about those ideas later when we start these new series. But I want to try a few interesting things. It might completely flop, but it might also be really interesting. So that's part of a new skirmish series I want to start, which will be largely inspired by the Battle for the Borderlands, but we'll be taking it in a slightly different direction. Third, at the request of some of the viewers, we may be doing some games of Mordheim. And there are some folks here in Lund who play Mordheim and who are interested in getting some games together. We might end up having a group of us get together and do a bunch of Mordheim games where you can follow along, and hopefully that will be entertaining. So that'll be part of, I think, the future plan as well, to get the Mordheim terrain set up and to get a few different players in here to get some games thrown down on the table. Fourth, we have some more music that we want to release in 2018 as part of our series there. What is it called? Yes, the soundtrack for the gaming life. We've got a bunch of songs in production. We just haven't had the time to pull them all together yet. But hopefully we'll be able to release some of those songs in the next few weeks and months for those of you who have appreciated the Grey Army Gaming music. And last, we can just say that in 2018 we hope to continue along with a lot of the series that we have already begun, and we will also be starting a few new series as well with some exciting and different content. So to all of you viewers who have been with us in 2017, let us just give a massive thank you to you and say once again, thank you for joining us here today in 2017, now 2018, at Grey Army Gaming, where Grey can always play.